Once upon a time in the delightful town of Pawsville, there was a fluffy, orange cat named Whiskers. Whiskers wasn't just an ordinary cat, he had a particular talent that no one else in town had. He loved to play with brushes and combs and had a knack for understanding just how someone's hair should look, whether human or animal. Whiskers lived in a tiny house at the edge of town with Mrs. Twinkletail, an elderly lady who adored him. Every morning, Mrs. Twinkletail would groom Whiskers, and Whiskers, in turn, would try to groom her back. He started with smoothing out snarled fur and untangling knots, and soon he could shape and style hair with his little paws better than any professional barber. One sunny morning, as Whiskers was giving Mrs. Twinkletail a particularly stylish up-down hairstyle, something magical happened. Mrs. Twinkletail exclaimed, "Oh Whiskers, you have such a talent. You should become a barber and share your gift with the entire town." Inspired by this idea, Whiskers decided to set up his very own small salon in Mrs. Twinkletail's kitchen. He placed a sign that read, "Whiskers the Whisker Wizard, cuts for all." At first, the townspeople giggled at the idea of a cat being a barber. But soon enough, curiosity got the better of everyone. The first brave soul to visit Whiskers was Mr. Tibbles, the rabbit. Sitting nervously in the salon, Mr. Tibbles wondered if Whiskers could really trim his fur. With the softest of touches, Whiskers went to work, his little paws a blur of combing and clipping. Before Mr. Tibbles knew it, he looked dashing with his brand new haircut. News of Whiskers' talent spread throughout Pawsville, and before long, Mrs. Twinkletail's kitchen was bustling with visitors. There were elegant poodles hoping for pounds, daring ducks requesting feather trims, and even a horse needing his mane styled. Whiskers embraced each challenge with grace and skill, turning his home into a place of wonder and transformation. The more he styled, the more his reputation grew, and soon other animals began to visit from neighboring towns. Whiskers even had a special pair of reading glasses that he wore when he worked, which made him appear very wise and professional. One day, the mayor of Pawsville called for Whiskers. The usually serious Mayor Meowson had a task for him and wanted him to style his grand mustache for the upcoming festival. Whiskers, with all his charm and precision, took on the challenge. The result was nothing short of magnificent, earning Whiskers great honor and recognition. Whiskers enjoyed every moment of his marvelous barbering adventures, bringing joy and confidence to all who sat in his chair, or rather, who sat still on a comfortable cushion in Meg's cozy salon corner. Throughout, Mrs. Twinkletail stood proudly by him, always reminding Whiskers of the special gift he brought to the world.